Today I'm looking inside the Pathfinder beginner box. A lot thicker than the 5e counterparts. Inside, dice, obviously, but these are coloured, which makes things a lot easier when beginning. You roll the red one, you roll the purple one, which is the D8, it's the orange one. Saves so much time. We have the little stands. There is a solo adventure for just you. An easy walkthrough, like a choose your own adventure. If you have a group, you want to start right away, there are 4 character sheets, more blank character sheets that you can build a character by using the Hero's Handbook within, and then there's a GM's guide with a starter adventure for a group, Menace under Otari, which I plan to run myself. Contents photo, Pathfinder Society, I guess, yeah, website based, short adventure scenarios which are monthly, vibrant community, 100,000 players. Adventure continues with other books, bestiaries, core rulebook, advanced player's guide. Already knocked out these action tokens. Pathfinder being a 3 action structure, so you can keep track of those by using the counters on these very handy player reference cards. Place your action tokens on there and your reaction token, and as you attack, raise a shield, you know that you've done 3 actions, or you use your 2 spell actions and you know what you've got left, you can move. Essentially, that's it. You have 3 things to do. Reaction comes just like in 5e on somebody else's turn. Don't use your reaction on your turn. Describes here just a few general actions: to interact with an object, to jump, stand up from being knocked over. A movement is a stride, so you can have 3 strides, you can move 3 times, or you can move twice and then attack. You can attack 3 times, but with a penalty. Your first attack attacks the DC as normal. Your second attack takes a -5 penalty, and your third attack takes a -10 penalty. But as you are further on in levels, the numbers get so big that -10 isn't as bad as it sounds after playing 5e. 6 of these cards, so every player can get one. Critical successes and critical failures are a little bit different. If the DC is 15 to hit something and you hit 15, that's fine. If you get a nat 20, it doesn't do what it does in 5e. To get a crit like you think of it in 5e is to exceed the DC of 15 by 10 to get 25. A critical failure isn't necessarily a nat 1, it's -10, so it would be like 5, wouldn't it, to a DC of 15. 5 or lower would be considered a crit fail. There's a 4-step failure success system. If I rolled a 14 on a DC 15, that's a fail, just a standard fail. If the DC is 22 and I roll a nat 20 straight up on the die, then that 5e crit changes the failure into a success, because it goes up from critical failure, success, critical success. This kind of a level structure, and it raises you up 1 level, just like a nat 1 bumps you down the lower tier from maybe a success to a failure, rather than critical failure being -10. In play, you get your head around that. On the other side of these cards, nicely handled conditions. Not all of them, some of them not enough to fit on, but yeah, concealed, flat-footed, frightened, grabbed, persistent damage, prone, restrained, slowed, unconscious, wounded. I like that. The Games Master's Guide, a Hero's Handbook. First of all, starts off with your solo adventure. If you jump down the chute, go to entry 23. If you decide to head back the way you came, entry 5. It's one of those old things. Now, thank you to Anthony, my friend, my current DM, for giving me this damaged box, as he got a completely new one from Paizo. Mainly because of this rip. There's some printing errors as well, but he complained and they just sent him a whole new box from abroad, which was absolutely fantastic. Well done. These colours, tying into the dice colours, I mean, what a great idea. Simple and yet effective. The 3 action structure down there. So yeah, it's rules, it explains it quite simply, and then you can create a character, dwarf, elf, human, backgrounds. It goes into detail of clerics and spells, if that's what you are playing. The rogue, the wizard spells, equipment, weapons. Finishing off your hero with a little nitty-gritty stuff. Skills, all about rolling skills. Pick a lock, 2 actions. Sneak, 1 action. Playing the game, rests, damage, and pretty much it. Dying. There are 4 stages of dying too. If you liken 5e stages of dying to 3, because you have to roll 3 death saves, this is just 4. In the GM guide, we have Menace under Otari. As I say, I am going to run, so skip over that. A little talk about exploration and being the GM and experience points, rewards, environments, magical items, bestiary, ending up on a nice table-based page, very clear. Little lore of the land and a map explanation. Landmarks, who's who. Quick reference rule set on the back of the GM guide. Wonderful idea. This map, which I will show you more in B-roll, double-sided, dry erasable. A fighter character sheet, a rogue character sheet, a wizard, a cleric, and 6 blanks. Look how clear they are. Hopefully if you've played 5e, you're not quite as afraid of all this information. You know that upon playing it becomes fairly straightforward. Another little addition here though, proficiency. Untrained is 0, +2 is trained, and +4 is expert. So you can shade in another addition to add to your total score on your skills. Because it's not quite like 5e where a +2 to certain skills, it's like each individual skill you could train up better in. Much more nuance. Then we have 4 tiles of minis in these cardboard styles and some more tokens as to put on your character sheet cards. All in all, pretty sweet, I would say. That's what's in the box, and then we will dig deeper in the next upcoming videos in the series. Thank you for watching, and see you later.